The man wanted to reconcile with his ex, but he discovered that she already had a new boyfriend and they looked very happy together. He sadly opened a folder he had carefully kept, which was filled with sweet photos from when they were in love, and this made him even more heartbroken. At that moment, the image of his ex in the photos turned into a flying insect and flew into his head, passing through his neurons and beginning to take root there. His obsession started to materialize, and he thought that everything would get better after a good night's sleep. However, the next day, the image of his ex in his head not only didn't disappear but grew even bigger. To avoid being noticed by others, he had to cover it up with a large hat. He tried to relax by playing some music, but even the songs that played were all the ones his ex used to like. When he arrived at work, he couldn't focus at all, and when he saw someone with a similar silhouette to his ex, he excitedly called out her name, but when the person turned around, he realized it was a completely unfamiliar face. By the time he got off work, the version of his ex in his mind had grown so large that she could sit in the passenger seat. He dragged his exhausted body home and immediately opened his social media account, and his hand uncontrollably opened their old chat, which was still frozen at the moment of their breakup. He tried to resist the urge, but the longing in his mind controlled his hands, and he impulsively typed, "I miss you so much," and after hesitating for a moment, he still pressed send. Soon, he saw that the message had been read, and hope was reignited within him, and as he watched the typing indicator, he imagined countless possible replies, but in the next second, a red notification appeared and he realized he had been blocked. This completely shattered his last bit of hope, and in his breakdown, he tried to find himself again, only to realize that every part of his mind was occupied by his ex, leaving no space for himself. As memories flooded over him like a tide, his entire body and even the whole room became filled with the presence of his ex, and in the end, he could no longer bear it and collapsed to the ground. When he stood up again, he felt reborn, as he had finally let go, and looking at the scattered memories on the ground, he turned away gracefully and set off once again on his own path in life.